there is no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case? There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct?
You have drug charges: possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct?
All right, everyone. Today I've got one of the most baffling sovereign citizen court hearings I've ever seen. This guy seems completely lost from the moment he walks into the courtroom. In fact, he appears so confused that he doesn't even realize he's the defendant in the case. Imagine showing up to court without understanding why you're there. As we go through this hearing, I'll try to keep things fair because it's honestly difficult to tell whether he's genuinely confused, following some sovereign citizen strategy, or something else entirely. Either way, this hearing quickly turns into a train wreck. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as we dive in.
Good afternoon. Your name, sir?
David Walker.
Your Honor, it looks like he has 2 files.
I see that. All right, we'll next take up 2 cases, both entitled State of Kansas versus David Wayne Walker, 22 CR 398 and 22 CR 508. All right, we'll first take up 22 CR 508. This is my case. Mr. Walker, you failed to appear in front of me on July 17th for your preliminary hearing control docket. Where were you that day?
Say for sure, sir.
Okay, well, I issued a bench warrant bond forfeiture and set a new bond in the amount of $10,000 cash or surety. Are you still representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
You want to continue representing yourself?
Look at me. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the paper. Yes, sir. Don't have any money to.
Pardon?
Yes, I guess I'll represent myself.
Okay, you understand that if you can't afford to hire an attorney, one would be appointed for you.
I don't know what he would do for me.
Okay, well, he could provide you legal advice and perhaps advance any defenses you may have had, but if you want to represent yourself, you have that right. I just want to make sure you understand that if you can't afford an attorney and would like to have one represented you, I would appoint one for you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to continue representing yourself?
Yes, sir.
The docket notes don't reflect if a waiver of counsel was ever signed. Do you have any notes that would reflect that he's waived counsel on the record or otherwise, Ms. Norris?
Your Honor, I just note that on December 30th of 2022, defendant stated that he would hire his own counsel, and then he had a failure to appear. And on May 5th, we did not appoint any counsel. I don't show an actual waiver. And the notes don't reflect that he did a waiver on the record. It just says that he would hire his own attorney.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Mr. Walker, you've indicated here on the record that you wish to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. So I'm going to have you, if the jail has one, sign a waiver of counsel. Do you have a form?
I believe so.
All right. Can you read through that? Make sure you understand it. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me.
There is no defendant in the. I'm the defendant in the case. Am I the defendant in the case?
Things only get stranger from here. The judge explains the situation. The defendant is given opportunities to receive legal assistance, and yet he still seems completely unsure about what's happening around him. At one point, after being informed about the risks of representing himself, he asks a question that leaves everyone scratching their heads, whether he's actually the defendant in the case. It's one of those moments where you genuinely wonder what's going through his mind. Is this some kind of sovereign citizen tactic? Is he intentionally acting confused? Or does he really not understand the situation he's in? Whatever the answer is, it makes for one of the most unusual courtroom exchanges you'll see. Let's continue.
There's no victim. There's no victim to my crime, correct? The crime that I'm accused of, there is no victim in the crime.
The state of Kansas, you have drug charges, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving while suspended are your 3 charges.
Yeah, but no victim, correct? No victim in the crime. No victim.
I'm not sure I understand your question and what that has to do with your waiver of counsel.
Well, I'm the defendant. There must be someone making a claim
The state of Kansas is making the charges against you, Mr. Walker.
the state of Kansas is the victim.
The state of Kansas charged you with these crimes. Do you wish to represent yourself or do you wish to have an attorney representing you?
I will represent myself.
You've got a waiver of counsel in front of you, correct?
Yes, I suppose so. Why do I need to sign? Why do I need to sign it? Why do I need to sign this?
Because I like to have it documented in the file that you understand that you have a right to have an attorney representing you. And that if you can't afford to hire one would be appointed for you. And you understand that, and knowing those rights, you wish to represent yourself. That just documents that for the court file.
What I don't understand is why there is charges against me when there is no victim.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm not going to play this game this afternoon. I'm going to set this case
Why would play in a game
in front of me on.
The judge remains patient, allowing him to ask questions for the record, but the questions just keep getting more surprising. It almost feels like he's disconnected from reality at times. Part of me wonders if he's intentionally acting confused. Some defendants attempt to create a record suggesting they didn't understand their rights or the legal process. Whether that's what's happening here is impossible to know, but the possibility certainly crosses your mind. On the other hand, he may simply be overwhelmed by the situation. Either way, the courtroom is left trying to make sense of his responses, while the judge works to move the case forward. Let me know what you think. Is he putting on an act, or is he genuinely this confused?
October.
Trying to understand.
Mr. Walker, your case is being set on October 10th at 2:30 in front of myself, and that will be done by Zoom. That's the felony preliminary hearing control docket, October 10th at 2:30.
Your Honor.
You've got a $10,000 cash or surety bond on that case.
Yeah. I was wondering if I would be able to have access to certain legal things to be able to put my case up.
I believe they've got a law library there at the jail. I'm not sure what kind of access they provide to you, but you can consult with somebody there at the jail.
Okay.
All right, I'm now going to take up 22 CR 398. This is Judge Webster's case. Looks like you failed to appear in front of her on July 31st. She set a new bond for $6,000 cash or surety. You've already had a first appearance, so I'm going to set this in front of Judge Webster on October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That will be by Zoom, October 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So again, your bond is $6,000 cash or surety. Anything else on this case, Ms. Norris?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Your Honor, was the time for court on October 10th for 22 CR 508, was that 2:30?
That's correct.
Just clarifying. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Walker, you are excused. Thank you.
By this point, it's clear that refusing legal assistance hasn't helped his situation at all. The court offered resources and opportunities for representation, but he chose to proceed on his own, leaving him responsible for navigating a complicated legal process without guidance. One thing that stands out in many sovereign citizen cases is how often people reject help while simultaneously struggling to understand the system they're facing. Whether someone agrees with the court or not, the legal process continues moving forward, and being unprepared rarely ends well. Watching this hearing, you can't help but think things might have gone differently if he had accepted legal advice from the beginning. Instead, the hearing becomes increasingly chaotic as confusion and misunderstandings pile up. Overall, this was one of the most unusual sovereign citizen hearings we've covered. Was he intentionally playing dumb, following a strategy, or genuinely unaware of what was happening? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy courtroom content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. I'll see you in the next one.